Oh, hiya, guys. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, nice weather, beautiful sunshine, and I think I'm going to take up a new hobby. We're going to go fishing. That's right. I want to do some fishing. I'm going to give me a pole and some bait, some hooks. But first, I'm going to read up about it, how to fish. I'm not really a big fisherman. Grew up in the city, really didn't do too much about that. But anyway, yeah, it says here, go to a well-stocked lake, river, or pond in your area. Yeah, I think Lake Lillian would probably do it. Pick a place you won't mind staying at for several hours. Oh, my, several hours. Oh, I'm a busy man, but all right. He said all sorts of different fish live in public lakes, rivers, and ponds. So you could always find something good to catch. Oh, goody, 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 goody. It says go out at dawn or dusk to find more fish. I could do dawn. I like getting up early. Yeah, all right. So far, so good. The fish like to feed. Set your alarm for 4:30 in the morning. What? 4:30? That's the middle of the night. But they said that's what you got to do because that's when the fish stop biting. Yeah. Oh, well, I'll go to bed early that night before I get some good sleep then. All right, got this. And it says select a small hook to lure in a wider variety of fish. Fish only chase after hooks that are about the same size as the bait they can chase. All right. A small fish isn't going to go after big, intimidating hook. Is that right?
Hey, Father Tom.
Oh, yeah. Hey, hi, Pumpkin.
What are you doing?
What I'm doing? Well, Pumpkin, funny you should ask, but I'm going to take up a new hobby. I think I'm going to learn how to go fishing, buddy. Fish, fish, fish.
You mean you don't know how to fish?
Oh, boy. No, Pumpkin, I'm sorry to say, I don't know how to fish. Boy.
Gosh.
Well, how about you? Do you know how to fish, Pumpkin?
Well, sure. I go fishing at Lake Lillian.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, Pumpkin, you fish. Oh, boy, I feel worse now. You can fish better than me. Well, tell me, Pumpkin.
Yes?
Are you any good at it?
Well, some days, yes. Usually, no.
No. Oh.
No.
So some days you're good and some days and not too good, and sometimes those days are more than others. I see. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Well, you got to hang in there, buddy. By the way, speaking of fishing, do you know who was a fisherman, my friend?
Who?
Take a guess. Come on, give me some names. Take a guess. Who's a fisherman? Who do you think?
Bishop John Noonan.
Bishop John. You know, here's a staff crook. No, I don't. He may, but I never saw him. I never heard him speak about it. No. I tell you what. You're close though, but you go way back before that. I'll tell you
back.
what. Yeah. St. Peter, buddy. St. Peter.
St. Peter? But
Yes.
I thought he was an apostle.
Smart man, Pumpkin. I'm impressed. I'm glad you knew that. Well, you see, before Peter became an apostle, follower
Yes.
of Christ, he, by trade, my friend, by trade, was a fisherman. That's how he supported himself. That's how he took care of his family, by
Golly.
fishing. Yeah.
Was he any good at it?
Well, I guess he was like you, Pumpkin, or like all people who fish. Some days, oh, he was good, and some days, well, you know. Sorry, no luck, buddy. Come back tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But check this out, though. Thanks
Yes?
to Jesus one day.
Yes?
Oh, thanks to Jesus. He caught the biggest haul he ever caught in his whole entire life.
Well, that's not fair. He had Jesus helping him.
Well, yeah, but he wasn't in a contest. I mean, would you accept the help if Jesus offered it to you, Pumpkin?
Well, of course I would.
Exactly. You can't blame Peter for that.
golly,
Let me change this page. You can't blame Peter for that.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, Jesus must have been quite a fisherman. I mean, St. Peter was lucky to have him in the boat.
Yeah.
I wish I had Jesus helping
Hey, now
me.
you're talking, buddy. Now you're talking. But really, Pumpkin, I really want to get back to this book. I want to find out how to put the bait on the hook. But wait, you know how to fish, right?
Oh, yes.
Well, maybe you could teach me that yourself. Hey, maybe you could teach me that. But before that, though,
Yes,
I want
yes.
you to check out this video about what happened when Jesus saw Peter on the fishing boat, okay? You like little videos, don't you?
Of course I
All right,
do.
boys and girls, tune in. Check this out.
Stories of the Bible. Jesus calls Peter. This is Jesus,
Heyo!
who is the Son of God and the Savior of the world. Jesus grew up in Nazareth
Here, Jesus.
and was baptized by John in the Jordan River. Jesus began teaching about God's love and healing people of their sickness. One day, John saw Jesus walking by and told the people around him that Jesus was the Lamb of God. One of the people standing with him was Andrew, whose brother was Simon, who would later be known as Peter. Andrew went to find his brother and said, "We have found the Christ."
Whoa! Really? Come on!
Simon went with Andrew and met Jesus.
Uh-huh. I'm Simon.
Jesus looked at Simon and said, "Your name is Simon, son of John,
Yes, it is.
but you will be called Peter."
Okay.
On another day, Jesus was walking along the shore of the Sea of Galilee, and lots of people crowded around him to hear what he had to say.
Well, hello. Well, okay.
Jesus noticed two empty boats, for Andrew and Peter had left them and were washing their nets. Jesus stepped into one of the boats
Hey, Peter.
and asked Peter to take him out into the sea.
Aye, aye.
So he sat in the boat and taught the crowds from there. When he had finished speaking, he said to Peter, "Now go out where it is deeper and let down your nets to catch some fish." But Peter said, "We worked hard all last night and didn't catch a thing. But if you say so, I'll let the nets down again." And this time their nets were so full of fish, they began to tear.
Whoa!
They called to some other fishermen for help,
Hey, help!
and soon both boats were filled with fish. When Peter realized what happened, he fell to his knees before Jesus and said, "Oh Lord, please leave me. I'm such a sinful man." Jesus replied to Peter, "Don't be afraid. Come, follow me, and I will show you how to fish for people."
Really? Really?
And as soon as they landed, they left their nets and followed Jesus. So Simon Peter became one of Jesus' 12 disciples and followed his friend Jesus throughout his time on earth.
Pumpkin, what do you think
Yeah.
about that, huh?
Well, gee, I'm impressed, but just imagine if Peter didn't let Jesus use his boat. I mean,
Oh, yeah. But yeah, it's true. Imagine that. That's a good line. I wish I said that line. Imagine if he didn't let Jesus use his boat. Woo-hoo.
but why would he say no?
Exactly. Why? Well, because you see, this. Let me tell you now. Now, even though I'm not a fisherman, right? I know people who do fishing, especially for a living.
Yes, yes.
They take that very seriously, and they think they're all pretty adept at it, pretty good at it, right? Oh, they know how to fish. They know where to go to get the fish. They know what bait to use, what hook to use, all right? So here comes Jesus. Then they don't really know all that much about Jesus just yet, okay? And Jesus by trade, my friend, because his father, Joseph, is a foster father, he was a carpenter. And so naturally, back then, what your father did, you did. So Jesus knew how to be, he was a carpenter. That's right, he knew how to use the hammer and nail, and he was good. So anyway, here comes Jesus. He's not a
Yes.
fisherman, and he's telling a fisherman how to fish. Secondly, he fished all night. He's exhausted. He cleaned the nets. He just wants to go home and go to sleep. And so here's this guy who doesn't fish, tell me how to fish. Oh, man.
Well, gee, it's a good thing that Peter did what Jesus said.
Exactly. You never know how it's going to turn out.
It turned out well. He got a lot of fish,
Oh, yes.
more than I ever would.
Oh, I bet probably not too hard to do, Pumpkin. But let me tell you this also, Pumpkin.
Yes.
You see how, because Peter, even though he didn't feel like doing it, didn't think it was the right thing to do, maybe it didn't make sense, because Jesus said it, okay, I'll do it. Now, sometimes in our life, we don't see Jesus like Peter did, of course, but in our mind, we have the little promptings. It's something that tells us, that little voice that speaks to us sometimes, you should help that person.
Well, but that's
should do that.
God speaking, isn't it?
I like to think so sometimes. I think so, a little voice, and we hear it like, well, help somebody else, share something, give something, volunteer, and we hear it, and then we, unlike Peter, we say, no, never mind, I'm too busy, I'm tired, there's other things I want to do. And you never know what's going to happen if we say yes. You got to take chances. You got to trust God.
Just like Peter.
Yes. And so, you, Pumpkin Bee, and boys and girls, when that little voice, that little nudge in your mind says, hey, we need somebody to help us here, and you hear that voice tell you, you should help, do it.
Yeah.
Or
Who
share.
knows? Maybe you'll catch a bundle of fish.
Oh, I don't know about catching a bundle of fish, my friend, but I'm sure you'll be doing God's greatness and goodness. Now, Pumpkin,
Yes?
I'm going to finish my book, How to Fish, and then tell you what.
Yes?
Are you busy later this evening? Because it says go at dusk. What are you doing at dusk today, about 6 o'clock, Pumpkin?
Oh, but maybe I'll be playing video games.
Oh,
or
video
something.
games, video games. How about you and I going fishing, Pumpkin?
Okay, I'll
All right?
do it.
Meet you
Sure.
at Lake Lillian. Bring your bait, bring your pole. We're going to get some whopper fish today, buddy.
Well, I don't know about that.
Come on now, think positive, my buddy. Think positive, okay?
Okay.
All right, Pumpkin Buddy. Bye, boys and girls. Remember, when that voice speaks to you, don't be afraid to say yes. God bless you.
God bless you, and God bless you too, Father Tom.
Thanks. Thank
I'll
you.
see you this evening.
All right, my friend. God bless you, buddy. Good.